Hey, good afternoon. My name is Tom Tuttle. I'm a Senior Vice President for Global Alliances with Nectar Services Corporation. We're a ribbon partner. We do some very deep integration work with them to support visibility in and around the UC platform and specifically around their line of SBCs. We focus primarily on the core UC platform, specifically Cisco, Microsoft, and Avaya, and we provide deep forensics, diagnostics, monitoring, and reporting across multi-platforms, whether that be cloud, hybrid, or on-prem deployments. And today we're very excited because we just recently announced the release of Nectar 10, which is our cloud-based platform, and it was simply built to focus on really improving end-user experience across enterprises and our service provider marketplace. And with Nectar 10, I can kind of give you a quick look at it. Nectar 10 is built to make not only Tier 3 and Tier 4 engineers effective, but it's to drive efficiency across Tier 1 and Tier 2 engineers as well. This is an example of our NOC view that give you an overall idea of how an enterprise is performing at various locations, and you have the ability to kind of drill down and see exactly what kind of call volumes taking place. So on any given day, you're able to look at call details, specifically around how quality is across peer-to-peer, PSTN calls, as well as conferencing, and the ability then to kind of drill into any specific call. For example, if I wanted to look at a peer-to-peer call between two parties, in this case, what I want to be able to see is I want to understand who's calling who or who's participating in that session, whether this be a conference session or a peer-to-peer. And I want some basic information. I want to know who they are, how do I reach them, how do I contact them, as well as what's their rendering device, what they're using versus what the other endpoint is using, and to pull out information that not only the manufacturer provides, but what we're also able to consume from other data points that we're collecting. So in this case, we're very focused on three key layers of any UC session. That is the endpoint layer, the platform layer, and the network layer. So what I'm trying to do is to very quickly identify the source of any problem in any given session. So that means consuming information from the actual endpoint. In this case, I know that this was a person using a Plantronics Savvy calling somebody with a Jabra headset. And from there, I'm able to look at the performance impact that has on the solution, as well as at the infrastructure layer. In this particular case, this was a Skype call that we saw an issue within the link front end for an on-prem deployment. But it gives me all kinds of information because I can drill in behind that to find out specifically if there was, if that was a CPU utilization or what the problem was there. I'm also able to identify if that particular user is hardwired in or if they're connected to Wi-Fi. What's the Wi-Fi strength of signal? The whole idea there is we're trying to drive very quick root cause identification if there is an issue, as well as to do some predictive analytics. If I start to see some trending, I'm then able to correct or take corrective action before that potential problem becomes impactful across my user population. So again, that means I got to be able to look at the infrastructure, understand how all the different components, whether that be the actual UC platform, the SBCs, the voice gateways, whatever it might be, how is that impacting the overall quality of service? Because ultimately, it's about the user's experience. The greater or the higher quality that user experience is, the greater the adoption, the greater the return on investment. So that's what we're doing at Nectar.